Previously on Pugmire.
The fear is all around you. So
lovely.
You're just in place, afraid that every little thing is going to attack you.
Yep.
So why did you wake me for watch?
Oh, I didn't felt like there was any need. Don't worry about it. You looked so tired.
Yeah, you look
so refreshed.
You don't
Your
look
cook's wonderful today.
fresh.
Don't worry about me. Let's keep talking about you.
Yeah.
So it might be a hatch.
I'm gonna start kind of like digging almost like around and kind of trying to get.
Yeah, we all start like dog jigging on all fours.
Yes.
Just in a little circle around this this potential hatch.
Except Gizmo, who just strokes cuckold.
Does this look like old man ruins?
So roll history.
Old man ruins get off my lawn.
22.
16.
13.
7.
That's still with advantage. You got 7.
Yeah, I rolled a 7 and a 5.
Oh man.
Don't call me out like this.
And none of you have dark vision, but you do have plenty of torches.
Yeah, so I see we light some of those. Maybe 2 of them. One in the front, one in the back.
Yep. No worries.
You have descended down the shaft. Before you stands a preserved marvel of the old ones. The initial room is small, with pictures held in metal frames on the wall. You go beyond the entryway, and a massive room with a vaulted ceiling extends out before you. Bronze statues of man tower above you, with boxes of ancient script at their feet. Glass containers far more advanced than you've ever witnessed contain the objects you saw in the pictures. You aren't sure what they are, but something primal inside you is drawn to their power. You start looking around at the floor, trying to find dust patterns for tracks, and you do determine that you are not the first ones here. With your history, you decipher that the ancient script says bird and bill. You start to think you understand the purpose of this mission. Man created birds. King Cluck's position is legitimate. All of the objects you've seen up to this point were some sort of divine eggs. And with that, the party is about to enter the final sanctum, where Paris's master scent is strong.
Where are we going? North.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Therapeutic benefit in role-playing games. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, baby. Your presence quested in exchange for treasures.
Red River.
Are we talking one treasure each?
Count that.
The party discovered these ancient ruins that were previously undiscovered. And in doing so, they have learned so much about the culture and history of man with these martial artists and these world shapers and these warriors and these priests, and how they have made birds with all of these sacred magical egg objects. And they were just reaching the inner sanctum where Paris's master scent is strong. So, shining the light into the final room. The inner sanctum. In here are a number of badgers and Taco. The badgers are all dressed in red robes and also wearing the armor of man. And those wearing the armor of man also wear red socks. And
You
they
shouldn't
also
have done that.
and they wield the weapons of man. And they see you approach, and the lead large badger, and the badgers, as far as you know, are all very tribal and wear bone necklaces and are you would see them as close to feral dogs. They growl, and their social interactions, I guess, are sort of like some of you.
Hey!
Careful.
Well, no, that checks out.
But the the center one steps forward, and you see Taco is just sort of off to the side. And Taco is also a Great Pyrenees, like Paris. And he is dressed, not in the robes, but he is dressed in the armor of man. Which, yes, is bizarre, as Paris has never seen Taco outside wearing like this gear before. The lead badger steps forward and growls. At last, King Cluck's fresh sacrifices have come. And
I
you
knew we
see
shouldn't have
that
trusted him.
the badgers are all like combat ready. And Taco looks upset that Paris is here. And it's like, wait a minute. Paris, what are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same question. Are you with them or were you with Dog?
Paris, you must understand that the badgers, they have studied man and they have learned the truth of man, and that it is Bird that is superior. Bird is who is supposed to lord over us now.
No offense, Bob. That's a lot of hooey.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over those ancient artifacts you're wearing there.
Every second you wear those vestments is an abomination to the code.
I'm gonna look over at Cluckhold and go, it too?
And Cluckhold just kind of like looks at you, and for the first time, just like gives you this like stank eye. It's like,
No!
Now you understand, whelp. Cuckold, no.
Paris,
like a brother.
Paris, I don't want you to have to play a part of this. I want you to join me. There's something that you must know. I am your father.
Well, I mean, in terms of breed, it kind of checks out, but I'm still not cool with what you're doing here. Is that true?
Yes.
You know, now that you mention it, I see it in the nose and the eyes.
Actually, yeah, I do. I see the resemblance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
we
got our
probably should've
coats
figured
at
it
the
out.
same store.
Paris, together, we can rule the galaxy.
No, it's not
We can rule
possible.
Boss Pun.
That isn't true.
Does anyone smell like asparagus?
Come again. All right. I think I've had just about too much weird in my afternoon.
Oh my god.
The badgers also then look to Bob, who is just donned head to toe in chicken armor. And then they look at Gizmo, who is like carrying a cloak chicken. And then they stop and they're like, what the heck? What kind of sacrifices are these? They all love chickens. Like,
Don't hate.
Yeah, let's not all assume that, we're just all chicken lovers. Some of us have,
Hey, speak for
sworn off
yourself.
meat.
You don't even eat meat.
yeah, and you don't eat meat either?
We
No.
prefer to call him the chicken lover.
I mean,
Well, I guess we could recruit you then. Is that? And Taco's like agreeing with you. Yeah, they should join us. We shouldn't sacrifice them. And the lead badger steps forward and says, "We are the Crimson Socks, the true followers of man, who favored birds of all else. And King Cluck's power grows with every
I throw a spear at him while he's orating.
All right, so surprise attack.
Bob is conflicted.
Yeah, so surprise attack from Paris here. So roll the attack.
19?
Okay, 19 is going to hit.
7?
All right, so everyone else roll initiative. There is a spear currently just sticking out of the gut of the center one, who is moved to frenzy.
So that would be a 4.
Gizmo rolled a non-net 20.
Booyah!
Go, go, Gizmo, go!
Woo!
Mackenzie is on a 19.
And for whenever it would matter next time to add me to the rotation, I am a 6.
21. Okay, so in terms of combat here, we have your group. There's this chieftain. There are 4 non-chieftain badgers, and there's Taco. So the first in the initiative is the chieftain, who has the spear sticking out. So the chieftain at this point rips the spear out of his stomach. He growls and says, he looks at Taco and says, "No mercy, Taco." And he pulls out his great axe and charges Paris. Is going to actually get 2 swings with a single attack action.
Ouch, kabiboo.
Wow. And they are both 7s.
Oh.
Ooh.
That is miraculous.
And as the great martial arts masters announcers would have said, that's a swing and a miss. I'm Harry Gillis, the voice of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah, there's like some like robotic, like burnt out, like barely lasting battery life voice box
Somewhere.
things like coming through from the room. The chieftain growls in rage that he missed both of his swings at Paris, and then looks to the rest of the badgers. Attack. So the badgers are then going to go 1 apiece with their attacks. All right, so we're gonna call out from left to right, Gizmo, Botch, Mackenzie, 18, Paris, Triumph, and Bob, Botch.
Boo! Sorry, it's my
So
default.
The
Hiss.
so the botch on Gizmo is going to, so it's going to come in for the swing. He comes to swing down, and actually it is Cluckhold who basically like kicks off of Gizmo, and in doing so, Gizmo has been shoved like completely to the side of this attacker. While Cluckhold like dives up into the air. So now Gizmo is in prime position for his next attack.
Oh, that's amazing.
While this misses wildly. Then Mackenzie, I believe that hit. That was the 18.
It's like an 18, right?
18 does hit me, yes.
And that is going to be 6 damage. Then the Triumph against Paris is...
Might I again state for the record, boo.
So with a Triumph, you roll double the dice and then add modifiers afterward. So this is going to be double a battle axe, the D8.
This is an
And
attack
so,
for them to poop on.
That is going to be 13 damage.
Wow. Okay. So I'm really bleeding. I have 2 stamina left.
All right. So this Triumph is vengeance for the crude sneak attack against the chief. This particular one rages forth and plunges the battle axe into Paris's shoulder.
I regret nothing. It's to
And,
spit blood through my mouth. Do your worst.
And the final badger was also a botch, and this one goes to attack Bob, who the way the axe bounces off of Bob's shield, it ricochets back into the badger next to him and ends up doing an attack to him, which
Can't touch
actually
me.
incapacitates him. So it was
you, Black.
quite the ricochet. So it bounces off the shield back and it hits the badger just wrong. And you see like the blood squirt out, and that badger is like looks to the side as he was completely defenseless, going all in against Paris, and he collapses in front of you. And now Taco looks extremely conflicted, and looks at Paris with sad eyes that this isn't the way he wants it to go. And he goes to subdue Paris with a tackle, which will then be opposed by a strength saving throw.
You can make this right. Like, so I see him, like, coming over to me, I'm like, don't let it end this way. The Badgers are wrong. They took you over. I'm your pup. You're my master. Don't do it.
So he rolls a 6.
I have a 12.
So he goes to grapple you. You like very easily stop it, and you see that he's like reaching for bandages to heal you, but he also is like trying to like remove you from this combat. He makes a heal check, which allows you to roll one of your stamina dice to recover some health.
Ooh. 3.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Wait, how many can I roll? Is like just one of them? Yeah, I only have one of them.
Yeah, so he makes the move to heal you, and he looks at you again and says, Paris, the way of the bird is the way of the future.
I think you're flying a little too high there. This isn't what you taught me. You're supposed to value all these relics that we found out of these dungeons and those caves. Turning your back on everything you've taught me.
Shootin' is now, it's a safe place. It's the safest city. It's the most prosperous.
It's an insane city.
It's because we have King Cluck on the throne.
It's run by a chicken.
And there's
It
no,
should be run
Cluck,
by
cluck.
a dog.
there's no
Again.
safer place in all of Bosspun.
So how many kings do you know that peck on the ground randomly? It's kind of weird. Just saying. Smells like awkward.
Yeah, I feel that would, rattle the brain a bit. A lot of trauma.
It's so advanced
Impact.
you can't understand.
Yes, Bob.
And Bob, no offense. I mean, continuously but this isn't the way to do it. You're aligned with badgers now? Chickens I could take. Badgers, just no way.
I need to
After
defend
Bob
the
says
chickens.
that, Taco gives Bob next in the initiative line. If you see, your friend understands. Look at him. He's obsessed with chickens.
So, Bob is very
conflicted.
Bob is so conflicted right now because he needs to protect the chickens. He doesn't trust the badgers, and he also feels like he needs to protect his friends. So Bob is going to just stand tall at the moment and hold his action. And then I will pass it along to Mackenzie.
Mackenzie is going to yell at Bob for being indecisive. She'll just be like, stop thinking with your tail and start thinking with your brain.
Yes.
Just because it, just because it doesn't make you happy doesn't mean it's not the right thing. Being ruled by a chicken is wrong. We need to be ruled by us, by our people, our kind. It is the way. We must learn from the mistakes of man, not live by them.
Pluck you, Mackenzie.
Coward.
Could we
All right,
please
so that's
keep the infighting to
You
a
know what?
minimum?
Is the shaman still up?
Yes.
I'm gonna shoot the shaman.
Okay.
But I didn't shoot the deputy.
Get off my page.
That is oh wait. No, my bow's +6, so that's a 22.
That hits.
That is 6 damage. Piercing.
All right. You see the chieftain take this other arrow in the knee
Yes.
and falls down. Oh, why did it have to be in the knee?
I'll pass it to Paris.
So at this point, I got 5. Is any badger near me? Because I really don't want to. I can't fight my old master, no matter how crazy he is. So who's the nearest badger to me? I'm going to attempt to break free from him to just go ahead and do a great axe. Which is the one I put the spear into?
The chieftain.
Okay,
He's
can
on
I?
the other side of Taco.
Okay, can I kind of like use Taco's momentum to try to push and kind of like spin? And then basically what I'd like my attack to be is either a Great Axe Strike, or I think for drama, I want to push the edge or the side of my axe blade into the head of the spear, pushing it further through the creature, hammer that nail in.
In doing so, you will replicate the technique of the martial artists with the baseball swing into it. Yeah, let's give advantage to the swing.
I was gonna say, before I do it, I'll like
call shot. This is gonna be a home run.
Oh well, that didn't work out the way I had wanted it to. 10.
We've got plenty of use.
Oh yeah, fortune points. Do I get to roll both of those because they were advantage?
Yes.
I like this. Can I have permission to spend yet another fortune lest I get stuck with a 12? Does it work that way? Or am I stuck after the reroll?
Yeah. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, just burn them. We got 8. So that would bring you down to 7.
Is 16 good enough?
16 is good enough.
Okay.
So you come in with the
Cthulhu
momentum.
dice is getting benched.
You spin around. You have this perfect technique replicated from the statue. You hammer that spear straight through, and right as you're also doing it with the blade. So you jam it further in and through, and your blade is the final thing to connect. And the chieftain, you just see down on his one knee already. Taco, the Crimson Socks don't end here. You should find the others. Badgers, scatter. My sacrifice will be for King Cluck. And you just see him drop. And you do see that where he dropped, all of these runes begin glowing on the floor. And this magic power just shoots out through the ceiling. It doesn't blow apart the ceiling, but it shoots up toward the ceiling. And it is red light, but it's like you can see through it. And that shoots up into the sky as the chieftain is downed. The badgers want to scatter. And Gizmo is the only one left in the initiative order. So the chieftain's down. One other one is down. You're in perfect position for the one next to you. And then there's only one other one.
How close is the one other one?
The one other one, I'd say, is like 20 feet.
Is there any position I can get in where I would be, have both of them within a 15-foot cone?
Yes. And you also are going to want to shout for Bob to hit the deck.
Yeah. And Cuckold.
Cluckold appears wiser than originally thought and repositions himself upon your shoulder to be out of harm's way.
Excellent. Thank you, Cuckold. I'm glad to see that allegiances are still well defined.
I don't trust that chicken.
So I'm gonna cast Chaos Spray again.
Excellent.
Which is, I think it should just be a Wisdom save of 12.
With disadvantage, they both fail.
Boom. So they're both blinded and cannot smell anything.
And so they go to flee while blinded, and the 4 of you will each get an attack of opportunity on the remaining 2 with advantage because they can't detect any of the attacks coming. And you can all just describe what you do. They're going to all be successful. So let's just have this go out in like epic fashion. So like the chieftain went down, the light went up, and he said to scatter, and he told Taco to find the others. And then all of a sudden Gizmo just yells, "Hit the deck!" And this like spray of energy just like blasts out in a cone at the remaining 2, who are then like, "Oh, what's going on?" Like blinded and nose blind, and they're trying to flee. And all of the dogs here then get their badass attacks in.
If I could, I'd like to use my attack of opportunity to go to try to tackle Taco,
Okay.
so I can prevent him from scattering, because he must be re-brainwashed.
Okay. Yeah. So you like muscle him to the ground and tie him up, so that he can't escape.
Red socks my eye.
Bob, let's see. Have you get an attack in here.
All right. So what do we have left? We've got a badger and
There's just 2 blind badgers that are scattering that you're about to obliterate. You're going to describe how you do it.
okay. So yeah, I'm going to. So like, I think I feel like the badgers are probably not good for the chickens, even though they're advocates for the chickens. It's just like they're making them do bad things, I feel like. So I'm gonna finally make my decision here to stick with the group, because I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen.
Knew
Warhammer.
Bob would break to peer pressure.
Warhammer like in hand above my head, and I'm just gonna come down with the beak of the chicken, like right towards the badger. Like, yeah, that's what I'm aiming.
Oh,
Just throw the shield aside, grasp it with 2 hands. So he smashes into the ground. And Mackenzie, how would you like to finish the last one?
I think she's gonna notch 2 arrows, and each arrow is gonna go into either kneecap as the badger's running away, just so we have at least one of them to question, to
Okay.
see if we can't suss anything else out from them.
All right. So you subdue Taco. All the badgers are defeated. There is one who cannot escape, who's also blind. You tie him up for questioning, so you can get to the bottom of this completely. For the sake of it, let's have Bob roll that intimidate check, or Gizmo roll that persuade check.